Hey friends, my name is Ravi and welcome to the It's Not That Serious podcast. Learn and grow with me as I'm just another 20-something finding who I am. On this journey of self-love and betterment, I take my experiences and topics to inspire growth, change, and overall self-satisfaction. Hello! Alright, so I'm really excited to talk about this episode because as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about celebrating yourself. And I took matters into my own hands and I spent all of this past month of April celebrating myself because it was my birthday. And this all started because I was talking to my coworker about how on my birthday I really wanted to pamper myself, get my nails done, get waxed, all that stuff. And I was like, I don't know if I have time for everything because I also wanted to go to the spa and go to the beach. And she was like, you don't have to just celebrate your birthday for one day. You could celebrate it that week. And I was like, I'm gonna go a step bigger and celebrate it all month because why the fuck not? And so I really wanted to just make April about me and just celebrate myself, show myself more love, which is not selfish at all because if you don't celebrate yourself, who the fuck will? I just told myself I would be going out more, I'll be having more fun with my friends, hitting up people that I haven't hit up in a while, catch up, even take myself out, do some solo dates because I just haven't done that. And I know a lot of people don't. So I'm here to say, this is your sign. You should take yourself out, spend time with yourself, go out and spend time with yourself out in nature because it actually does so much and it feels so good. Yeah, I think it is very important to celebrate yourself or give yourself more credit in general because we spend so much time stressed out about the things around us, focused on what needs to get done, what other people are thinking, conforming to what society, friends, family, and all that stuff has taught us. And we're just constantly on the go. We're just always focused on like, what am I going to do today? And let's just go do it. Let's go get it done. Or procrastinating and not wanting to do it and just not focusing on what's really important or not taking a step back, taking time to breathe, center ourselves, ground ourselves. And you also never stop to realize you're juggling so much. Your body is literally doing so much for you. And this kind of goes into the whole gratitude, like just being grateful for your body, for the things around you, not just externally, but internally. Everything your body does is just so automatic. It's insane how our brains think and our bodies just do without having to actively think about it. For example, like with breathing, with blinking, with walking, talking, eating, like it's automatic. And our bodies are just digesting and you don't hear it, you don't think about it. It's just crazy. Our bodies are so able and capable of these things. That is so cool. We really don't give our bodies credit, and we should. That's literally the only physical thing here keeping us on Earth. We're experiencing everything in these bodies, and we should be more grateful for that. We should really experience it instead of just existing in it. So to start, we woke up today. We're breathing. Our hearts are beating. The blood cells are pushing through our body, through our veins, and we're here. So like I said, this past month, I wanted to celebrate myself. So the last weekend of March going into April, my friend Hannah, who I've known since elementary school, and we both graduated high school together, and we've been friends for so long. She moved away after we graduated, and then we reconnected recently, and we're both spontaneous people. So we were kind of just like, hey, you know what? We're both Aries. We're both April babies. Let's hang out, like come visit California again. And we can celebrate this weekend because I had a 4-day weekend. So I'm like, that's perfect. Like, let's go do something. Let's go out. Let's have a girls' weekend. It'll be so much fun. So she came and we literally made that weekend she was here a movie. Like, it was so crazy, the amount of stuff we did. It was so fun. We were just going out so much, meeting so many people, making these connections and friends. And I still talk to those people that we met that weekend. So where I'm going with this story is that she made me this candy bracelet, those ones that you trade at raves, which says "for the plot." And that was just something that really stuck with us the whole weekend, and I kind of carried out for the whole month. So if you don't know what that is, it's a TikTok reference. It means that like if your life was a movie and you're the main character, literally every single thing that happens, that you experience, that you interact with or encounter is for the plot of your movie. So something embarrassing happens, it's for the plot. A guy ghosts you, it's for the plot. It's just to make your movie more dramatic or have some spice, have some pizzazz. It's basically, in other words, like, don't take things so serious. Everything's so lighthearted and it's like funny in retrospect. Like it all just happens and you kind of just have to look back at it and be like, that happened. Okay, cool. Like on to the next, moving on, because now my movie's kind of funnier. Like I said, it carried into the rest of the month. And after she left, I continued to celebrate myself. And I continued to wear that bracelet and remember, for the plot. Like everything I'm doing is just for the plot. Let's go, let's go. So I continued going out. I continued clubbing. I was a feral rat that month. I was going out, I was clubbing, dancing, continuing to meet new friends, going out on dates. And let me tell you, I learned so much about myself. I learned so much about other people. I was just having a great time, making new memories. A lot of things I was able to take in and reflect on. Just this past month, I feel like that energy I was putting out of just enjoying myself was definitely coming back. I was attracting it. So the friends I made that month are definitely going to be lifelong friends, or at least those memories and things I've learned will be with me for the rest of my life. This is all to say, as a reminder, that literally everything is fun. You can make everything fun. You can make everything for the plot, all for your happiness. And everything's literally in your head. Being delusionally happy about things sometimes does help. I'm not saying to be delusionally happy all the time because that would be a little bit psychotic. For example, like, oh, that guy didn't text you or whatever. Maybe he's just thinking of a response because your response left him speechless. That can just give you a little confidence boost. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I don't remember how I was trying to connect this to the theme of my episode, but but yeah, so everything is just about mindset. It's the little things in life that add up, the little wins in life that all add up to the bigger wins, the bigger picture. So if you have a bigger goal or just one big goal, if you look at that one big goal as a whole, then you're looking at the whole staircase rather than just that one step in front of you. That makes it so overwhelming, and that makes it much more intimidating and harder to move forward and want to reach that goal. So if you just look at the one little step in front of you and you take these little steps at a time, then that's what gets you going. That's what gives you that momentum. And I was actually talking to my brother about that. For me, I haven't been wanting to record a podcast episode just because I've been really lazy. And then I enrolled in this program where I needed to get these modules done, and I just felt like I needed to get everything done all in one day. And he reminded me that it's okay to do little parts of it every day. As long as you're staying consistent and you're doing a little part of it every day, that is better than doing nothing. You're still making progress. You're still doing something. And so an example that he used is that if you're trying to stay consistent and working out and going to the gym, let's say one day you aren't able to go to the gym for whatever reason, at least doing like 5 push-ups is something. You stayed consistent because you still got your body moving. And so I took that into my own hands, and I did at least one video module every day, at least added like 2 ideas to my podcast episode, and then forced myself to record. This is actually my second time recording this episode because I didn't like the first one, but hey, like I got myself to do it. So here we are. Hey, hello. But yeah, like just doing things one step at a time definitely makes it less intimidating and less overwhelming. And that itself is something I can celebrate as well. Like I did one little thing to move closer to my goal. And that is something I should be happy for in myself. Give myself credit for that because I did it, you know? So stuff like that for you. You did it. You woke up this morning. You made your bed. You did that. If you go to school, you did that. You went to class. You showed up. Good job. Round of applause. As mentioned earlier, we have little wins every single day. We don't realize it or acknowledge them because we're constantly wanting more. We're wanting bigger. We're wanting better. But if we're too caught up on not being at that goal, we'll spend way too much time criticizing and beating ourselves up for what? There's literally no reason Like, it's okay to be critical of yourself. It's okay to be hard on yourself just to see how you can do better, how you can improve. But you also need to stop, take a step back, breathe, and just be like, you know what? I did this. That is good enough. And good job. Small progress is still progress. And my coworkers bring this up to me all the time because although I am saying you don't always need to be so critical of yourself and you need to celebrate yourself more, give yourself credit, I don't do that for myself sometimes. And I realize the only damage that that's doing is just to myself for no reason. My coworkers are always like, stop being so hard on yourself. Stop being so negative. Why are you doing this? And then when they say that to me, I'm like, damn, why am I doing that? Like, it literally is not doing any good except being negative and then creating that negative energy. Literally nobody's benefiting. Nobody is benefiting from that. So yeah, definitely focus on the good. If you're constantly looking at the bad, you're going to start nitpicking all of that and having that confirmation bias. You'll start looking at things to start confirming those negative thoughts, and you're just going to spiral down into thinking more negative things. Same thing goes for positive thoughts. You'll have that confirmation bias of like, oh, okay, if I'm happy about this, if I'm grateful for this, you'll carry on with the rest of your day being grateful, being happy, and confirming in your mind that idea you had. Like, have you ever noticed that if you're having a bad day, it just seems like everything that could possibly go wrong kind of goes wrong? You kind of, I'm not going to say like it's all of your fault, but like there are times where just one day you're having a bad day and everything is just going bad. And it just has to do with the energy that's going on that day. Kind of like a radio station, that radio station that your mind decided to tune into for that day kind of starts attracting it. So you're just on that station for that day. So for me, I make it a habit to meditate and journal every morning. So that starts my day off with high vibrations and good energy. I walk into work with a positive mindset, and I feel as if that radiates off, and I feel like everyone else around me is positive too. But then on the days where I'm like, oh, I'm so tired, I don't want to be here, then I feel like all my coworkers around me are like, yeah, I kind of don't want to be here too. So then it's like confirming in my mind that like, I don't want to be here, they don't want to be here, no one wants to be here, we all just want to go home, blah, blah, blah. So that definitely just goes into the whole confirmation bias. And if you don't know what that is, it's pretty much like the belief or idea that you have in your mind. You'll start looking for things around you to show that like that belief in mind is correct. You'll start confirming it. Your mind will start looking for evidence to show or prove to you that what you believe is right. So you definitely want to start attracting that for positive things. And just practicing gratitude for what's around you, for yourself, your body, what you have externally and internally, you will find more abundance and happiness. And I definitely have been learning that more because I've been consistently meditating and journaling. The person I was literally just a few months ago has changed drastically. Like, I have been so much more happier and grateful for the things I have, the things I can do. And I think that's also why I've attracted a lot more positive, happy, healthy people in my life just this past month alone. You also want to treat yourself as your own best friend because you are your own best friend. You are the only person that stays consistent in your life from birth to death. You came into this world alone, and you will be leaving this world alone in that physical body. So you are your own best friend. Whether you like it or not, whether you like yourself or not, you are stuck with yourself. So you might as well learn to love yourself, be nice to yourself, give yourself credit. Let's think of it like this. If you had a goal or got something done or did something difficult, how would you feel if your best friend or the person you care about the most in your life, who wants the best for you, literally says, oh, you're so stupid, you're incapable of this, you can't do that, what's wrong with you? Would you want to be friends with that person? Would you want your best friend to be telling you that? I hope the fuck not, because that is not your friend. So why the hell would you be doing that to yourself? You are literally your own best friend forever and always. So since you popped out of your mama's womb, you cannot be talking low and bad of yourself. You shouldn't. If you're not going to speak highly of yourself, if you're not going to be grateful for yourself or any of that, who will? No one else is going to do that for you other than yourself. Yeah, people are going to give you compliments. Yeah, people are going to be nice to you. but it's also going to be hard to believe them if you don't believe it yourself. It's just going to be like that little temporary feeling of, oh, they complimented me, it felt nice. Okay, a few seconds go by, a few minutes, and you're like, okay, feeling's gone now, because you didn't even believe it, because you're not telling that to yourself. So yes, in all, celebrate yourself, give gratitude to yourself, give yourself credit, because you cannot take back this day ever again. You cannot have this day ever again. If you think about it, waking up, being alive, and just being here on this earth another day is literally like winning the lottery. Literally, the chances of your father's sperm swimming to your mom's womb into those eggs and then making you, I don't know the numbers, but it's a fucking low ass chance. So you won the lottery by being conceived. And then you won the lottery again by winning, or you're winning the lottery again by being here, by breathing and being here. Not every day is guaranteed. So make it count. Be happy to be alive. Be happy that your body is able to do what it's able to do. You should go outside and soak up some sunlight. Oh my gosh, that is a tongue twister. Soak up some sunlight. Spend time with Mother Nature. Spend time with yourself. Like I said in the last episode, smack your own ass, because sometimes if you don't have someone to do it for you, that's all you got, and that's okay too. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me again. And remember that life is not that serious.